It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start with the option. They'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That one good for 26 and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
14. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 26. Check 26. Go. Light alert. Exit.
Second and 10 now. Wilson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards, the final tally.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you, the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Out of of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Now Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Come on! Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Ball rests on the 7-yard line, 3rd and goal. On the option, here's Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
The kick is...
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd down now, it's Cook, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
And the running back position just continues to evolve from what I saw as a youngster when you just took the ball from the quarterback and ran as far as you could. Nowadays, you've got to be able to catch the ball as well. And there were 15 running backs last season, partner, that ran for over 1,000 yards, but only 3 had 500 or more receiving yards as well. Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Christian McCaffrey, of course, with Carolina, and this guy right here, Dalvin Cook.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 49-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready? 24 is the mark. You don't want nothing.
Cousins again. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We're good, we're good. 24 is the mark. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And a Vikings.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
57. Mike, 57. Let's go, D. 57 is the mark.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, Do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Herb Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a...
Philip Dorsett by himself. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And able to find Dorsett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Following the interception, Cousins. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Jamal Adams, an all-pro for the first time a season ago, had a fumble return for a touchdown and a pick six last year. And he delivers another pick six right here. And his kick is right through.
It's the score, Seahawks 35. Vikings 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Clinton Dix on the coverage.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They go play action with Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
The 20-yard line.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And this offense is running away with this one. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen. But when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on second down. Cousins. And Cook has it left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run it with Carson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Hey,
off the play fake, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Seahawks 49, Vikings 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Amir Abdullah on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
To throw is Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins. There's that man again. It's complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Bailey got the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Run left, run left. Run. Check the back.
Throwing is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked now. A loose football. The ball comes out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Now he steps away. And his pass, incomplete. Wilson. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Wilson wants to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The 23-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
3rd down.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Being chased out left. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DJ Waddle in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Final score, Seahawks 49. Vikings 14.